Today, we're going to be finding out who has the best team in the NFC East. Now, we got a lot to go over, so pause the video, grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack, dink with me, and pay attention! I'm gonna let y'all know we're gonna start with the Commanders because they're the worst team here, and we'll go clockwise from there. So firstly, the Commanders will spin this wheel to decide who they will be playing. Then the Commanders will spin this wheel to decide whether they're gonna be invading or challenging. For a team to have a successful evasion, they must have a touchdown drive. So if a team were to land on invading, we would spin this yards wheel to determine how long that touchdown drive needs to be. So if the Commanders successfully invade the Eagles would lose a life.
I'm hurt.
And if the Eagles defend their territory against Washington, they could keep one random player of theirs prisoner. To determine that player, will spin this random position wheel and they'll get the best player at the position. Now, two things to keep in mind. A prison cell can only hold 3 prisoners at a time. If the team's at capacity but imprisons another player, then that player is gone. Teams are though allowed to swap their prisoners so that way they can keep the best players in their prison. And secondly, imprisoned players do not fight for you. So you know everything you need to know about invading, but what about challenging? Well, here we have this wheel of challenges to decide what challenge will be being played, and then we have what they're challenging for. Most of these are perks that will heavily benefit you. Firstly, we have the persuasion spell, which convinces the enemy prisoner to fight for you. Then we have a key, which will successfully free your prisoners after an invasion. So say the Cowboys successfully invade the Eagles and they have Tony Pollard imprisoned. If the Cowboys have a key, they can free Tony Pollard. The key frees any prisoner in the cell at that time. So say Terry McLaurin was in there, he would be freed as well. But if the Cowboys also have a persuasion perk, they can persuade Terry McLaurin to go back to their club. Then we have this clock perk that allows you to replay an evasion or a challenge. Basically, you get a second chance. Then we have on foot that makes the invading team slower to arrive, which gives the defense more time to set up. This means however many yards you get on the wheel are doubled. Then we have the opposite of that, fast travel, and yards are cut in half. We have alternate reality, which will make us play Madden 17. And lastly, we have last line defense, and you can play this when you give up a touchdown and the invasion will come down to a 2-point conversion. But before we can move on, welcome to our first sponsored segment. Picture this. You and your 2 friends just hopped in the party chat. It's been a while since the 3 of you all have gotten a chance to play together. The sound of rain in the distance while you're wearing your headphones. You have your favorite juice at your bedside. You have everything you need for tonight to be great. But one thing, the food. Oh my God, you forgot the food. You could leave and go get your favorite fast food that is probably actively decreasing your lifespan. You could just eat your 3rd bag of chips this week. Or you could use today's sponsor, Factor. Now, wait. I know what you're thinking. You don't want to cook. You want something quick and easy, right? That's the whole point that I'm trying to make. Well, with Factor, you can have fresh, never frozen meals in minutes. Factor offers the unique ability to eat right without the fight. By the way, that wasn't in their notes. I came up with that myself. I'm kind of proud. I hope y'all are proud of me. No more meal prep, no more dishes, and best of all, the meals packed with nutrients. Maybe you're a picky eater. Well, Factor has over 27 meals updated weekly. So choose the meal you like. They will be shipped to you fresh and on time, and you can have them ready to eat in minutes. Also, I know a lot of y'all are probably student athletes. My coach always said what you put in your body matters just as much as the work you put in, and these meals are perfect for achieving dietary goals, whether it's for sports or just to be healthy. So back to our situation. You choose to go with Factor. Well, now you have a meal ready in 2 minutes that provides legit nutritional value while maintaining great taste. 2 minutes! That's it, and it's not frozen food. So you grab your meal, make that real quick, head back to your room, and continue your chat with your best buds. Life couldn't be better at that moment. If that sounds like a good time to you, click the link down below in my description, or go to go.factor75.com and use the code right here to get 50% off your first box. Also, I want you guys to know if you do buy a box, you're really helping out the channel, so thank you. And just thank you in general, because you guys are the reason I'm able to record this right now. So thank you. Anyways, thank you Factor for sponsoring today's video, and let's get it going. First up, we have the Commanders, and they're gonna be playing the Eagles and invading from 33 yards out. And Carson Wentz is gonna come out on fire, starting with the completion to Scary Terry, and then another dot to Jahan Dotson to get them within the 10. A handoff to Antonio Gibson gets them all the way down to the 2. But unfortunately for Commanders fans, they run again on 3rd and goal, and he was stuffed. Quick PSA, I can't make these teams go for it on 4th down, so that's what I found out here. I'm just gonna let the CPU run the ball. I'm not gonna do anything. We're gonna see if he gets in or not. He's not gonna get in. Unfortunately, with stuff like that, I guess I just gotta let them kick their field goals. Madden, add the situations game mode, please. Oh my God, I'm begging you. Anyways, with that stop, that means the Eagles get one of Washington's players, and that will be their center, Chase Roullier. Now it's the Eagles' turn, and they're gonna be playing the Cowboys in a challenge to see who can get the most tight end yards. The reward will be an extra life. Pass me, go ahead and take it away.
What the fuck?
Bro, nah. Oh my god. Okay, you know who I look like? You know who I look like? I look like this guy, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I just got jump scared while editing my own video. I'm so sorry. That was probably super jarring for y'all. Let's just go on. So we're gonna sim a season and franchise, and whoever has the most total tight end yards is gonna win. All right, so Dalton King had 10 yards in the ground. Dallas Goedert had 828 yards in the air. Dalton King had 30 yards in the air, and that's it. So the Eagles had a total of 868 tight end yards.
Call ambulance, but not for me.
So Jake Ferguson alone is gonna beat the Eagles, and I don't know how. Just please stop calling me a homer, okay? I swear, I know I love the Cowboys, but Madden just has a fetish for them, all right? I'm not rigging anything. But with that being said, the Cowboys do not have 4 lives. Now it's the Giants' turn, and they're gonna be invading the Commanders only 20 yards out. So with the Giants in prime position to have the first successful invasion of the day, Daniel Jones does this. It's 3rd and 6, Daniel. Don't tell me you're scared to throw the ball. Don't tell me you're scared to throw the ball, Daniel. Drop back. There you go, Daniel. There you go. What kind of pocket presence is that? Oh my God. Oh my God. Don't never do that again. I see why you're scared. So the Commanders will steal a player from the Giants, and it's going to be Azeez Ojulari. Now it's the Cowboys' turn. Let's go, baby. America's team. Woo.
I'm out. You think I'm about to? I'm not watching this.
Anyways, they're gonna be playing the Giants and invading from 59 yards out, and this is what happened. Dak and the boys got quite a few yards to get, but Michael Gallup right over the middle is gonna fumble. What? Booth review that. Booth review that. Okay, he has the ball. Michael, just saying. Hold on to the ball. Look, even if I could get his stick, that's still under that thing. Look, Michael.
Watch out. I don't understand why you even did this to yourself. This made you look so stupid.
We have yet to have a successful invasion yet. Who are the Giants gonna steal? The Cowboys running back. Well, the Cowboys have no run game now. So to start the second round, the Commanders will be playing the Eagles, and I'll go ahead and let past me have some screen time. Please be invading. Please be invading. Yes, invading. I need the Commanders to absolutely smack the Eagles. Yeah, I'm a little mad about what the Giants did to us, but let's go the Eagles! All right, that's enough. I just wanted to let y'all know how I was feeling in the moment. The Commanders are now starting Sam Howell, and he's gonna hand it off to Antonio, who's gonna get all the way to the 1. But there's a flag on the play for holding. The Commanders are still fighting though, and Sam Howell's gonna hit Logan Thomas to get all the way back down to the 1-yard line. And on 3rd and goal, this is what happened. Sam Howell under center. Is he gonna hand it off to Antonio? It's gonna be a run play. Can he get in? He fumbled! What? So the Eagles will steal middle linebacker Cody Barton from the Commanders. And after their stop, the Eagles are up and will be challenging the Giants. The challenge is going to be sudden death overtime for the persuasion spell. So each team is going to get a play from the 5-yard line until someone scores a touchdown, and Daniel Jones is going to start by absolutely sailing a pass. Then Kenneth Gainwell's going to get stuffed. Saquon said, "Oh my God, twinsies." And then Jalen Hurts scores on a rollout, and because the Eagles went second, the Giants do not get redemption. So Eagles win and get the first perk of the day. Now the Giants will be invading the Cowboys, and from only 24 yards out. Daniel Jones under center from the 24-yard line, and he's gonna get sacked. Daniel Jones dropping back. He's surveying, and he's got the curl route wide open at the 12. 3rd and 6, this is probably it right here, because unfortunately I can't control if they go for it or not. Daniel Jones surveying, he's gonna hit the curls at a first. That's a first! Under center, he's gonna hand it off to Saquon. Who's gonna get in? ESPN, get off my PlayStation. So the Cowboys are the first team that are gonna lose a life, but it's kind of funny because they had an extra one. So we're back to square one. Now, the Cowboys looking for some revenge will be playing the Giants, but challenging instead of invading. The challenge will be first to win a Super Bowl for the on-foot perk. So I made sure to cut Tony Pollard and Azeez, and we're just gonna sim into one of these teams win a Super Bowl. Year number 1, the Eagles win it, but they're not a part of this challenge, so doesn't matter. Okay, so year 2, when the Cowboys and Giants didn't even make the playoffs, and the Commanders are the 1 seed. This game just doesn't like me. Do you know how long it takes to sim a season? The Cowboys finally did it in 2034. You know how long it took to get there, to sim. Just for proof, I'll prove that the Giants did not win a Super Bowl. They did not even come close. So yeah, there you go. So after the Cowboys get that Super Bowl win, they will get the on-foot perk. Welcome to round 3, and now the Commanders will be invading the Giants, and from only 26 yards out. It's the next day, as you can see, and the Commanders signed Jacoby Brissett during that time span, so he's now starting. And he's gonna look for the first pass of the day, and he's going to the end zone already! And that pass is gonna be broken up. Jacoby Brissett surveying the field. He's got the middle wide open to Antonio, who's gonna be down at the 7. Jacoby, an empty backfield. He's surveying, he's got the hitch open, and John Dodson! So just like that, the Giants are the first team down to 2 lives. Next up, the Eagles will be challenging the Cowboys to longest QB run for a key. So each QB will get 5 plays to see who can get the longest run, and I know the winner seems obvious here, but I'm gonna just say this is not gonna help the Homer accusations, please. So I know I just spoiled it, but let me explain real quick. So Dak's longest run is 15 yards, which is reasonable. You know, he can move around a bit, but somehow, some way, Jalen Hurts could not get to that 25-yard line. And yes, I had to control these guys, but I don't think I made any wrong moves. Also, on the 5th turn, my scene switches to my computer screen, but I swear I did not get out of that situation, all right? That means Dak and the Cowboys are gonna take this challenge, and they will get a key. So now the Giants will be invading the Commanders from only 7 yards out. It seems like all we're getting is low yardage situations. If the Giants choke this, man, I won't even know what to say. Daniel Jones, you're at the 7-yard line. Just don't choke this and you'll be good. Daniel, drop him back. He's going to the end zone and what? Wow. Okay, that's how we're playing. That's how we're playing, Daniel. That's what we're doing now. I'm so sorry, Giants fans, but it gets worse. They lose their left tackle. That's Andrew Thomas, isn't it? Oh my God. Yeah. The Giants just lost Andrew Thomas. Before we move on, quick update on the prisoners. The Giants have TP. The Eagles have Cody Barton and Chase Warlier. The Commanders have Zeke and Andrew Thomas. And the Cowboys, nobody. But they are up now, and they're going to be invading the Commanders by 81 yards. And on 3rd and 8, Dak did this. Dak lining up under center. On 3rd and 8, he's dropping back though, looking for the pass, and he's gonna take a drop down!
The game is broken, EA Sports! The game is broken!
So the Cowboys will lose another player, and this time it's gonna be Dorrance Armstrong to the Commanders. Start of the 4th round now, and the Commanders will be invading the Eagles from 32 yards out. After a nice run on the 1st down, the Commanders do this on 3rd and inches. Oh, it's a play action, what? Jacoby's gonna pass? What? What? Off topic, but I swear I sound like Muscle Man there, and I'm kind of proud of myself. But unfortunately for Commanders fans, it doesn't get any better for y'all. Well, the Eagles are gonna get who from the Commanders? Their left end. Is that Chase? So Chase Young is now in prison. So now the Eagles will invade the Cowboys from 70 yards out. But that doesn't matter to Dallas Goedert, and he's gonna sun my team and get all the way down to the 30. And then eventually that was followed up by Kenneth Gainwell TD. So the Cowboys will embarrassingly lose a life to the Eagles, who went on a 70-yard touchdown drive. And now the Giants are up, and they're going to be invading the Eagles from 96 yards out. We're finally getting them long yardage situations. But just watch this. Just watch this. Daniel Jones and the Giants are not going to let that stop them. Daniel Jones dropping back, rolling out the pocket, don't get a sack. Okay, I think he's just, oh, I thought he was throwing it out. Dante Pettis. Danny under center. Is he gonna hand it off? No, he's not. Play action, and he's gonna take a shot, and he's gonna get it. Daniel Jones in empty backfield. The coaching staff's just gonna let him cook, and he's gonna take a shot. Oh, it's gonna be broken up. Daniel Jones dropping back again. Oh, he's got the green light. He's gonna, no! Sterling, first and goal up to 1. Oh, Philly just challenged. No, don't tell me he didn't get his feet in. Don't tell me. That's the catch. 1, 2, that's in. No, they scamming. No. Daniel, make up for it, Daniel. You gotta have the first. Nah, man, nah. You're lying. Get me out. I already know I gave you guys a loudness warning, but it got super loud, so I'm just gonna translate. 1, clearly down. 2, that's in the green. I love man. That foot's down in the green. It's not touching the white. And it doesn't get any better for the Giants. Well, the Eagles gonna take a prisoner, and it's gonna be Saquon. Oh my God. So we need a way to fit Saquon in. Chase is going to be eliminated, so he's no longer a part of this video. Well, now it's the Cowboys' turn, and they're gonna be playing the Eagles. Everyone wants to play the Eagles. Cowboys, I need y'all to get revenge for the Giants. I don't care, man. It's screw the Eagles from here on out. It's screw the Eagles from here on out. Invading. By how many yards? 49. Okay. 3rd and 10. This is it right here. Dak, you got to take a shot for the first. Please. He's going to throw it to the end zone. And that's going to be batted away. The Eagles are going to come away with another win. And what position will they steal from the Cowboys? Their free safety. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of Cody Barton to slide Malik Hooker in there. For round 5, we're just going to do a quick recap. So the Commanders failed to invade the Giants from 7 yards out and will lose their free safety, Derek Forrest. Okay, so the Eagles used their precision spell on Saquon. So the new improved Eagles will invade the Commanders from 17 yards out, but they will be stopped on 3rd and goal. Next up is the Giants, who will invade the Commanders, but go 3 and out and will lose Darren Waller. Last is the Cowboys, who land on the Commanders and will be invading from only 11 yards out. And if you haven't noticed, the Commanders have been invaded 3 out of 3 times this round. Eventually, it was just too much for them as Ronald Jones walks in for the TD. We're gonna start round 6 with a bang, as the Commanders will be challenging the Giants in sudden death first downs for a life, not an extra life. Past me will explain. So the Commanders are going to put a heart in the middle of the board, and so are the Giants, and they will be challenging for these 2 lives. So one of these teams is going to be down to 1 life at the end of this. So essentially this is like sudden death overtime, but each team is going to get 3 plays to get a first down, and the Giants are going to start off nice with a run from Gary Brightwell to make it 2nd and 12. Danny Dimes dropping back. He's going to pass it this time. Can he please go for a first? He is! He's going down the field, and he's got him in! They did it! So Isaiah Hodgins comes up clutch for the Giants, and unfortunately for the Commanders, they can't capture that same magic. So they'll fall down to 1 life. Shout out to you, Giants fans. Hey, if it makes y'all like feel any better about me being a Cowboys fan, you're my least hated team in the division. So really that means we're like good brothers, right? Now the Eagles will notice the Giants' rise of popularity and attempt to make a statement by invading them from 51 yards out. Jalen Hurts will start the game with a string of completions, but will get stuffed on a read option to force a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. The Eagles have to have this, another read option, and this time it's gonna work, and Jalen's getting extra, and he's gonna be down to the 11. But the Giants come right back on 2nd and 10 and get a sack to make it 3rd and 18. And now the Eagles are in a must-convert situation here on 3rd and 18, and Jalen Hurts is gonna take a dump down to Dallas Goedert, who's gonna break a tackle, but ultimately get tackled well short of that first down marker. So the Giants have a successful defense against the Eagles, and that means the Eagles are gonna lose their left tackle, Jordan Mailata. And now the Giants, who are tremendously hot right now, will be invading the Cowboys from only 11 yards out, and Daniel Jones isn't going to let this opportunity go to waste, and he's going to hit Jaden Mickens for a first play touchdown to put the Cowboys down to 1 heart. Last up, the Cowboys will invade the Commanders from 56 yards out, and this is an elimination game for the Commanders, so if they lose, they're out. And it starts rough for Commanders fans with a penalty on your team, and it will bring the Cowboys to the 36. But luckily for Commanders fans, they did this. That could cost the Commanders this video. I lied to y'all, I'm sorry. Then the Commanders will be called for pass interference, and from there, Ronald Jones will dive in for a touchdown. So Washington has been eliminated. Also, anyone who was imprisoned will go back to their original team. Real quick, if you're confused on why Saquon went to the Eagles, not the Giants, the persuasion spell was used on him earlier, making him an Eagle. So now with the Commanders gone, the Eagles will start the rounds, and they will challenge the Cowboys to most running back yards. The challenge will be for fast travel. So we're gonna sim a season on a franchise, and whoever has the most total running back yards is gonna win. So Ronald Jones had 502 yards on the ground, and Malik Davis had 250. That's the only running back rushing yards the Cowboys have. Ronald also had 210 in the air, and Malik Davis also had 116 in the air. That's 1,078 total running back yards.
It's be about time.
And Saquon just did it by himself on the ground. The Eagles win. So the Eagles will get the fast travel perk. So the Giants are going to be playing the Cowboys invading from 35 yards out. And Daniel Jones and the Giants are going to come out on fire as Darren Waller is going to catch this drag route and take it all the way down to the 11-yard line. The Cowboys are in danger here. And Daniel Jones is not done. He's going to run a read option all the way down to 3 and then dot up Isaiah Hodgins for the touchdown. And that means, unfortunately for me, the Cowboys have been eliminated. So now only the Eagles and Giants remain. So with only 2 teams left, we no longer have to spin the team wheel. So the Eagles will be invading the Giants from 49 yards out. So Jalen Hurts surveying the field is going to hit Dallas Goedert all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's looking like the Giants might be down to a life, and Jalen Hurts cooking with Mama Spaghetti is going to throw an absolute insane dot to AJ Brown. The Eagles might actually do this. Jalen Hurts on a read option. He's going to take it, but go back up the middle, and he's going to push in for the touchdown. So now the Giants are down to 2 lives, and they're going to be challenging the Eagles in a matchup in Madden 17 for a life. So the Giants and Eagles both bet a heart, and the Giants can end up with 1, or they could end up tied with the Eagles. And the Giants are going to be down to 1 heart after losing to the Eagles 23-15. They were supposed to win, man. Well, the Eagles now have 4 lives to the Giants 1. It seems almost impossible for them to come back at this point, but hey, that's what we're here for, to find out, right? Now, will the Eagles be invading or challenging? They're going to be invading. And by how many yards? This is make or break right here. 1. Oh, nah, man. That's crazy. All this, the Giants have been through so much just to get screwed over by the wheel. Go all the way down to the 1. They need 1 yard, and they're done. That's just sad, man. They don't deserve that. I'm sorry. So Jalen Hurts and the Eagles from 1 yard away. That's all they need. Handoff to Saquon. Yeah, that's a touchdown. That's it. The Eagles win. Wow. Wow, what a disappointing ending. What? That's terrible. Well, there you have it. The Eagles are the kings of the NFC East, but we all know the Giants are the real winners in our hearts. Anyways, please, as always, let me know how I can improve this idea. I plan on making this video for every division and so on eventually until we crown 1 team. But if you guys just don't even like the concept in general, then just let me know, you know? I'm always open to criticism, okay? Just let me know what you guys like and don't like. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. I love you boys, and peace.